That day was the great day of the annual royal celebration. The annual royal celebration was a day set aside, a day most special to honor individuals who had proven exceptional in carrying out their duties to the kingdom of Jeru. A day in which men and women who had proven themselves faithful in the kingdom were honored specially by the king of the great kingdom of Jeru. On that day, the kingdom was filled to overflowing with people, for people came from far and near, even from neighboring kingdoms, to rejoice and celebrate with the great kingdom of Jeru. The arena where the festival was meant to hold was already filled to overflowing. The crowd was already hustling and bustling. Everywhere was resounding with celebration in the air. The crowd were already feasting and wining and dining as they danced and bubbled with joy while they waited for the arrival of the supreme king of the kingdom of Jeru himself, his royal highness. On that day, the royal maids went to and fro, making sure that everyone was well fed. They were in their royal apparel, and they were the cynosure of eyes as people watched them going up and down. Everyone was dressed in their best. All the royals were dressed in royal apparel. The nobles were dressed in their royal garments. And even the commoners were not left out. Indeed, it was a day of great celebration. The royal music makers stood in their corner, playing their drums, playing their trumpets, playing their flutes to the enjoyment of the massive crowd. People gyrated to and fro, moving their bodies as they were carried away by the beautiful music produced by the musicians of the king of Jeru. Everyone was waiting. Everyone had their expectations high as they awaited the coming of their king and his royal entourage. Suddenly, the sound of the drums changed. The sound of the trumpets changed. The music rose to a crescendo, and everyone shouted, "Hail the King of Jeru! All hail the King of Jeru!" And the king rode out from his royal chambers upon the majestic royal stallion that carried him as he rode into the arena, with his royal family following behind, the queens and the princes and the princesses, all dressed to the crowd and moved to the royal canopy that had been prepared for the royal entourage. Joy filled the air as the people saw their king. They were filled with joy at the glorious appearance of their king. Oh, what a day it was. Everyone took their positions in the royal arena. The men stood ready to serve the people.
Majesty.
The royals and the nobles stood at their royal corner. Everyone waited upon the king. Everyone waiting for the king to finally declare the annual royal festival open. Obed, the king's praise singer, rose up from the left of the king where he sat. And he opened his mouth and he began to sing the king's praises. He began to chant the king's royal praises. And everyone stood clapping and cheering while the king sat in royal splendor, waving to the people, waving to his subjects.
lè mi ò fojú dọ̀ba ọba tó. Mo lè mi ò fojú dọ̀ba. All hail the king.
Thank you. Good to see you, my people. Good to see your wonderful faces in my palace tonight. My. Each time I step out of my chamber into my court and I see loyal subjects and faithful servants like you, I am always happy. I am glad that you are able to make it today. What an honor.
All hail the king.
Thank you for your presence today. One of the most cherished daily experience is to be invited to the king's presence. And out of many that are called, I am glad that few have been chosen. And without wasting much of the time, I want us to go to the business of the day. Gabo!
Yes, Your Majesty. Kabiesio. May you live long, my God.
Hope all the arrangement has been put in place.
Yes, Your Majesty.
How many people do we have out there waiting for me?
Your Majesty, quite a lot of people. Today is fully booked.
Without much ado, let them come to me on first come, first served basis, and let's start the celebration.
As your lordship pleases, my lord.
Ilẹ̀ ń fọba pé ọba ò ọba láṣẹ ọba. Ilẹ̀ ń fọba pé ọba ò ọba láṣẹ.
Well done, my people. Your Majesty is saying his greetings. He is ready to see you all. Now, but I will start calling you now according first come, first serve. So you are see the king now. Yes. The first person on my agenda, Ambassador Asha. Your Majesty is ready to see you now. May you.
All hail the king.
Obanje.
Glad to see you, my daughter.
Yes, my king.
How are you?
I'm doing very well by your grace, Your Majesty. As your representative in the foreign country, Your Majesty, I'm doing all my best to preach the gospel. I'm trying all my best to win souls for you, especially for the coming of our beloved prince, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, but the heart of men are hardened. They refuse to listen to the good news of your coming, Your Majesty, which is make it hard for me, Your Majesty.
Ambassador Asha.
Your Majesty.
I want to appreciate your labor over the years.
Thank you, My Majesty.
I have seen your work. I have seen your labor. Despite the fact that you face so many challenges in the land that I sent you to, you never denied me.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I sent too many of you into the same land, but it was only you that came back with a good report. You are being broken. You are being persecuted. You are being rejected because of my assignment. But you count those things as joy. And you put a cross before you. Today, I'm going to honor you.
All glory to Your Majesty.
I'm going to honor your labor. I'm going to honor your faithfulness. I'm going to honor you being steadfast to the work that I've committed to you.
All glory to Your Majesty.
Gabo!
Yes, Your Majesty.
Go ahead and put on the royal gown, my daughter.
As you pleases, my lord.
Get into my court to sit at my right hand side.
All glory to Your Majesty.
From today, I have opened many doors unto you. From today,
thank you, Your Majesty.
not let me have the last recipient.
Yes, Your Majesty. The next people on my agenda, Mr. and Mrs. Ruben, are you here? Yes, the king is ready to see you now. May you proceed.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Long live the king.
Good to see you, my son and my daughter.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
How are you doing?
Your Majesty, I want to start by appreciating you for the beautiful woman given to me by you. Such a wonderful, beautiful, and looking radiant always. Your Majesty, the assignment you gave to us, we are working on it. But not at the pace you desire. Your Majesty, I had to stop for a while due to the intense pressure of my wife asking me to bring more income into the house. Your Majesty, at first I refused. But the pressure was so intense, and it was now affecting the children that you gave to us. Your Majesty, I had no choice than to give in to a request. And I had to look for something else to do so that I can increase the income. Your Majesty, the work is going, and I believe we'll do better, Your Majesty.
Is that so?
Kabiyesi, I am sick and tired of this man you called my husband. I am done. This is definitely the end of it, Kabiyesi. Kabiyesi, can you imagine? This useless man, a lazy man, who has finally abandoned his fatherly responsibility. All in the name of working for you, Kabiyesi. Hey, you see, Kabiyesi, this man was trained as an engineer. Just like Ajadi, Ilori, and his uncle, Abekoka, earning 20 salary figure. I am just too ashamed to be this man's wife. I am done, Kabiyesi.
Is that all?
Rara, Kabiyesi, there's more to say. It took me extra effort, Kabiyesi, just to for him to finally agree to pick up another job on his line of training. And ever since he picked the job, Kabiyesi, he has no time for me and my kids again. He doesn't even have time for anything in the house, Kabiyesi. Your Highness, this man has totally changed. I constantly tell him to ask for a day or two off of his work, but he refused. So he can take care of myself and my kids. He has totally become an absentee father, Kabiyesi. I am done, oh.
Your Majesty.
Ruben.
Your Majesty. My life is not balanced again.
Well, balance you.
I am the shadow of myself. And the ministry that you gave unto us. Your Majesty, I tried my best. I fought for her to give me. Even I don't know where I am myself. I couldn't do anything right again, my Lord. But I still love this woman.
Eh? You are who? Kabiyesi, I'm not done.
I love you.
Go ahead, continue.
Kabiyesi, ever since this man picked up another job, Kabiyesi, he has been coming home so late. Small, big time, like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Only God knows who is seeing outside. I am very sure, Kabiyesi, that he's seeing another woman on the street. He is an unfaithful servant, Kabiyesi.
Where did you see another woman, this woman?
Ask me once again.
Ah.
Sure.
Look here, woman.
Kábíyèsí o.
Is that all?
Rárá o, kábíyèsí. This last week I asked this useless man for ordinary 5,000. Kábíyèsí. He only give me chicken 4,800. He cannot add it up. $200. Kábíyèsí. Just for shopping, 5,000. Kábíyèsí, are you listening? Are you there, Kábíyèsí?
Look here, woman. I am very disappointed in you.
How, Kábíyèsí?
Do you think I will be moved with all these your emotional stories? I appointed you as a partner to help my son fulfill his assignment.
Yes, my Lord, that's what I've been doing.
But instead of doing that, you have succeeded in turning his heart away from me.
Kábíyèsí.
You have broken every rules of this kingdom.
Wrong. Kábíyèsí, it's not like that.
Where is your love?
Right here, Kábíyèsí, my heart.
Where is your submission?
It means, Kábíyèsí.
Today, you will be punished
Kábíyèsí.
for every of your action.
Kábíyèsí o.
Kábíyèsí. Please have mercy, Kábíyèsí.
And for you, the husbandman,
Your Majesty.
I have seen your heart.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I have seen your sincerity.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I know you love my work. But unfortunately for you, you have allowed your wife to turn your back against my assignments. You have bowed down to the pressure of your wife. You have abandoned the souls that I committed into your hands because your wife has put pressure on you. Today, instead of receiving appreciation, you will receive judgment. And both be banished from
Your Majesty.
Gabon.
Your Highness.
Kábíyèsí o.
Have mercy.
Owó lẹ̀ forí adé o. Arọ́ba kí lọ bá pa o.
Children.
Mi ò jẹ́ rí ọfín o, olúwa mi.
Have mercy, my.
Mi ò jẹ́ fọwọ́ padà rẹ lójú
Have
o.
mercy.
There is no mercy on Judgment Day. Take them into the punishment room
As you please, my Lord.
and give them the punishment they deserve. Let me have the next recipient.
Well done, my people. The next person on my agenda is Judith. You are here? Oh, okay. May you proceed.
Good to see you, my daughter. Good to see you, my daughter.
Kábíyèsí o.
Good to see you.
Kábíyèsí o.
And why have you approached my court with another woman?
Kábíyèsí. Thank you for that question, Kábíyèsí. You see this woman? She is a capital thief. Níwájú Kábíyèsí o. 2 months ago, she came to my house begging me that she needed to sort some family problem. And I agreed to borrow her $2,500 with the hope of she will pay me 25% interest. Kábíyèsí, up till now, 2 months ago, I called, she will not pick. Kábíyèsí, she has not paid me my money. And she has not even paid the 20%, 25% interest. That is why we are here, Kábíyèsí.
If I can remember very well, 5 years ago, you had nothing with you.
Yes, Kábíyèsí.
And since then, since blessing you, I have not been seeing you again in my presence.
Kábíyèsí.
it was true. 5 years ago, I came to your presence for financial blessing. I remember I was blessed. And since then, God has opened business opportunity. And since then, I'll be doing well in the business world. Thank you, Kabiesi.
Okay. Maybe I should just close all the open doors so that you can have more time for me.
Kabiesi. No. Kabiesi, even I didn't spend much time in your presence, you know. But you see my handiwork. I take care of the needy. I take care of the poor. And you see, even in the gospel, I do a lot. I donate a lot for the expansion of the word of God. Kabiesi, if we close the door, I won't be able to take care of the needy.
Do you know that none of those things that you mentioned were recorded as a credit for you?
Kabiesi, I used to show up.
Because all those things that you are doing, they are not being done from a sincere heart.
Kabiesi.
You are only contributing to the poor and to my work because you want to show your financial status.
Kabiesi, have mercy. It's not like that though.
Do you even remember we have a deal?
Kabiesi, deal, what deal? I didn't remember.
That every 10% of your income belongs to my kingdom.
But Kabiesi.
No but. I will not sit here and allow you give excuses for your failure.
Kabiesi.
Today,
Have mercy.
everything you had will be taken away from you.
Kabiesi, have
May you
mercy.
live
Have
long,
mercy,
my
have
majesty.
mercy, have mercy.
Today, you will be punished
Kabiesi.
for your inability to serve me.
Kabiesi.
Today, you will be banished from having access to my kingdom.
Kabiesi, have mercy.
Gabo,
Your Majesty, don't worry, she will not pay again. Kabiesi, please.
take her
She
to
will
the
not
punishment
pay.
room
Don't worry, I will
This
not
is my
collect
Lord.
the money.
and give her every punishment she deserves.
Kabiesi.
That's my love.
Kábíyèsí o. Kábíyèsí o. Arọ́ba fi lọ́ba pa o. Mo sún ọba níwọ̀n ebè kan.
Miriam,
Mo jìnnà sọ́ba níwọ̀n ebè fà.
blessed are you among women. I have seen your labor. I have seen your work. Despite the fact of your financial inability, you stand strong. You remain faithful. Even the money you borrowed from this woman, you spend the whole money, even for my project on earth.
Kárí ọmọ.
Today, I will honor you. Today, I will elevate you for your faithfulness. For your faithfulness to my service. Gabo, go
Your
ahead
Majesty,
and put on her the royal robe
as you please, my
and
Lord.
let her come and sit at my right hand side.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Enter into your rest, my daughter.
Thank you so much.
Ọba tó tó bí aró, ọba rẹ̀rẹ̀ bí oṣù. Àrọ́bà fi ṣóhun lọ́ba ń pa. Mi ò jẹ́ rí ọfí o, bàbá mi. Kìnìún ọ̀yà Júdà. The King of the King, the Lord of the Lord, Your Majesty.
Let me have the next recipient.
The next person on my agenda, Mariam. Jubal, you are the next person, right? Okay, Jubal.
Good evening, Your Majesty.
How are you doing, my son?
I'm not doing fine, Your Majesty. Life has not been fair to me. I am struggling in my craft, yet other young people are doing better than me, yet I have followed all your commandments.
Jubal, it is true that you follow all my commandments and you obey those people I have placed over you. But you have failed to do one thing.
I have a full list of things you told me to do, Your Majesty. Yes, I have followed every single one to the fullest. I have not strayed from your word, your majesty.
But your obedience is not full.
I don't understand, your majesty.
Jabbar, truly, you have kept my word. Truly, you have obeyed all my servants that have placed over you. But you have failed to honor your parents.
I don't understand, your majesty.
Is it not written in the book of my kingdom that honor your parents? That is the only way you can flourish. You have constantly, every days of your life, disobey your parents. How do you want to flourish in your craft?
Forgive me, your majesty.
Today, because you dishonor your parents, you will not have access to my kingdom.
Forgive me, your majesty. I will
Today,
obey my parents from now on.
This will serve as a lesson to as many young people out there who think they are honoring God by disobeying their parents. You are rejected, Jabbar.
One
Gabor,
more time, your
Your
majesty.
Highness.
I will obey my parents from now on, please.
the only key to flourishing life is obedience to parents. And whenever your obedience is not full, you will experience stagnation. Take him away.
Yes, your
Highness.
Take him away.
Please, your majesty.
Take him away.
Please, your majesty.
Let me have the next recipient.
The next person on my agenda. Anna, the king is ready to see you now.
You are welcome, Anna. You are welcome, Anna. You are welcome, Anna. Tonight, everyone in my kingdom, I celebrate my daughter. Despite all odds, despite the fact that you are physically challenged, that has not debarred you from serving me. Evangelism, you are the number one. In outreach, you are the number one. In giving, you are the number one. Anna, I only gave you one talent. But today, you have multiplied the talent. And you have used your talent to bless many souls. Today, I will honor you. Today, I celebrate you. Anna, and I speak to your life. Receive honors. Receive healing. Receive healing. Because nobody comes to my presence with disability. Receive healing. Gabor, go ahead and decorate my daughter.
Yes, your highness.
Disability is not an excuse for failure. Disability is not an excuse to give on Judgment Day. I celebrate you. Go ahead and honor my daughter. Come and take your place in my kingdom. Let me have the next recipient.
The last person on my agenda. Bella, the king is ready to see you now.
Your Majesty,
May you proceed.
Your Majesty, I've been longing for this opportunity.
Woman, where do you think you are going with this?
These are my belongings. They are my bags. And I can't leave them behind for stolen.
Okay, the king is ready to see you.
Stop there. What gives you confidence that you can approach my throne with this baggage?
Wonder, Kábíyèsí.
Your Majesty, they are my belongings. I don't want to leave them behind. They won't. It will be stolen if I left it behind.
The same baggage that have slowed you down for many years from growing into maturity. The same baggage that have kept you away from being a vessel unto honor. The same baggage that has been sapping strength from you. You refuse to lay it at the cross because you don't have faith in me.
Your Majesty, I'm ready to do your will. Whatever you ask me to do, I will let it go. I'm ready.
Too late,
I'm
Bella.
sorry.
Too late.
Your Majesty, I'm sorry.
Too late, Bella.
I'm sorry.
This will serve
I'm sorry.
as an example to many of you out there who are neither cold nor hot. Today, you are rejected.
Your Majesty.
Gabriel,
Your Highness.
take her into the punishment room
Olúwa mi o.
and let her receive double punishment.
Your
As it pleases my Lord.
Punish her for inability to serve. Punish her for her failure to stand at the duty post.
Betty Willow Marie, Betty Willow Marie. Betty Willow Marie, Betty Willow Marie. Èyí ẹ̀wí yẹn, àrọ̀ mọ́.
Ọba tó tó bí aró o, ọba rẹ̀rẹ̀ bí osùn. Ìrùn àrọ́bà tí sóhun lọ bá ń pa. Mo tún máa gba níwọ̀n ẹgbẹ̀je, mo jìnnà sọ́ba níwọ̀n ẹgbẹ̀fà. Òjẹ́ rí ẹ̀fí o, bàbá mi, olúwa mi. May you live long, my God. May you live
I
long, my
am
God.
giving the rest of you
May you live long, my Lord.
an opportunity to go back and amend your ways. Because the day you come to my throne, there will not be mercy. It will be a judgment day. Today, I am giving you an opportunity. You. There will not be excuse for your failure. The next time you approach my throne, it will be judgment. Behold, I am coming back quickly with my reward to give to each and every one of you what you deserve. Rise up to your rise up to your duty. Go back to your duty post that you have abandoned, because a time is coming that there will not be any excuse in my kingdom. I have given you an opportunity to go tonight and amend your ways. Next time I see you, there will not be a second chance.
Kábíyèsí o.
Tó dárò ọba rẹ̀ bí òsùn mo sún mọ́ ọba níwọ̀n ẹ̀dẹ̀.